So, here we are now, in the year of some God-forsaken Lord 2015. And most of us no longer smell of the Spirit. No, we left our teen years a ways back, crushed like a beer can and tossed from a car as we sped from our childhood homes. But we can still binge drink our weekends away, and as poets we treat weekdays the same. But time, silly as it seems, has made adults of us, has made us change. Some of us motored into centres for higher learning primed with purpose, only to surface 2 years in and find we'd learnt nothing. Some of us parked ourselves in the daily trading of 5 jobs in 6 years, shifting sideways, grinding stiff gears but not achieving any headway. And some of us formed bands with deformed hands, trying to enact that next hard rock revolution, but finding all we had was soft clay and the powder of disappointment on our skin. So here we are now, still renting rooms in Brunswick lean-tos held up with yoo-hoo and the blown-up bladders of bad goo. Still filling out new start forms or study start forms or please mum spot me a grand, my car won't start forms. All the while screaming, fuck the government and your parents are the enemy. Still carving our first love's name into second-hand guitars and playing 4-bar swamp punk ska and torn bars for nada and dreaming rockstar. Well, here I am now. And all your faces that ponder me prowling so gingerly up on this stage all say the same thing. Here we are now. Entertain us. So I'll tell you a story. See, I was 12. The radios in my parents' house were all tuned to AM. My sisters were listening to Bros and NKOTB. My brothers couldn't care less so long as Barnsey featured heavily. And me, I was a mess of top 40 pop rock. And I was a good boy. I was quiet. I liked to read. I enjoyed my studies. Christ, I was gonna become the lawyer I was born for. And then you ruined everything in 4 minutes and 57 seconds. Of course, she helped. Of course, it was a girl who first unfurled this world in front of me like she was casting out the sea. Her name was Sophie, and she was 2 years older than me. She said she smoked to keep the cold away. She told me God was dead and Christ was gay. She called me cheeky little man, and for the life of me, I liked it. And she played her Walkman constantly. Caius, Black Flag, the Dead Kennedys. She cut holes in the side panels of her school dress so the leads could run unseen by teachers through her crackling black hair into her ears. She was wired like a cyborg in the class, and if you sat beside her, you could see her bra. And she said her one great gift was drawing in the dark, these perfect little pictures without the aid of sight. And so I blindfolded her with my school tie, and I offered my shirt as a canvas. And right there on that regulation high school blue, she drew a baby swimming for $1. But I didn't know why. And so surprised, she pulled the headphones around her neck. She said, "You've got to hear this," and she plugged me in, track 1, side 1. Never mind. Man, I think I half kind of laughed and I half kind of cried, but she eyed me with passion and raised up her hands and laid them all black fingernails of nicotine stains either side of my flowering face. And as your filth and bright fury coursed alive inside me, she gave me my very first kiss. I was struck dumb by the drums and the touch of her tongue. She gave me my very first kiss. And right then and there, I sold my soul for a bag of gold full of holes. I swore I'd never grow old or do as I was told. I would not be moulded. I would boldly uphold the ethos of rock and roll. Well, heavens to Betsy, now I'm 28. I just passed Kurt's last marker, but I still carry the scars of that. Things got dangerous. You are still in me. I am still contagious.